When a metropolis like the Twin Cities falls into neglect, the atmosphere grows heavy. The streets become a labyrinth, where true connection is suffocated by cold artificial light, and the pavement seems to absorb hope as fast as it rains down. In this environment, the most vulnerable are pushed into the shadows. These lost souls are the physical manifestation of the city's collective trauma, drifting through the dark, entirely abandoned by the top-down structures meant to protect them. Inside this vacuum, a defiant anomaly emerges. Gypsy, known to the streets as the YsPyg. She stands as a singular source of truth, her physical presence refusing to be swallowed by the cyberpunk grit surrounding her. She survives the alleys, but her actions go far beyond staying alive. Every movement is a calculated, active disruption of the dark status quo. Her primary method of intervention relies on wisdom vials. These vials act as a tangible currency of truth and clarity, traded in the underground economy. Because the official systems have failed, Gypsy operates as a doctor without papers. She crouches directly in the debris of the gutter to meet the broken exactly where they are. When she administers this truth, the effect is immediate. A powerful transfer of energy pulls individuals out of their trauma-induced haze, grounding them in reality. Healing in this metropolis bypasses traditional top-down structures. It originates at the absolute bottom, where the system's failures are most visible. While her work happens in the alleys, the cumulative impact of those interactions operates on a mythic scale, directly affecting the city's broader infrastructure. To achieve this, she must shoulder the despair orb. The despair orb is the physical aggregation of the city's collective suffering and trauma. Her internal soul fire targets fractures in the city's foundation, causing the dark sphere to crack open and reveal the grid within. The repair cascades across the Twin Cities sectors. Golden lines spread geometrically, rapidly replacing dark segments with restorative light. The physics of this exchange are simple. She ingresses the dense, suffocating despair of the population and outputs restoration. But healing a city is a brutal transfer of energy, a burden so immense it can completely crush the person carrying it. Maintaining that output requires a level of psychological endurance that often goes unnoticed. Processing a city's pain requires absolute isolation. During her sleepless nights, the physical toll is a heavy exhaustion earned by filtering thousands of fractured minds in silence. This dynamic is a literal trade. Gypsy is swapping increments of her own vital lifespan for the salvation of strangers. She operates constantly in the shadows, while the rest of the population remains oblivious to the forces keeping their city intact. The cost of grace is the sacrifice of individual peace. Amidst a culture of systemic neglect, her resilience is a unique anomaly. Her efforts culminate in the grace threads. Grace threads are fibers of healing energy that connect individuals to a self-sustaining network of recovery. These threads create a web of healed souls that multiplies her initial impact. Once catalyzed, the individuals begin to stabilize those around them. The golden nodes replicate at an accelerating rate, expanding geometrically through the matrix. This new structure overpowers the cyan and magenta nodes holding the city. The network's hope outscales the despair. The golden surge erases the remaining dark nodes. Hope behaves like a contagion. Once the first node is established, it spreads until it permanently rewrites the system's rules. Under this collective healing, the despair orb shatters. The city's collective debt has been paid. The total environmental shift is complete. A warm, golden light replaces the Noir night, stripped of its shadows. The YsPyg sigil emerges in the sky, a permanent systemic symbol of the city's transformation. Gypsy, once a street-level outcast, is now the defining legend of the Twin Cities. Interventions from above rarely reach the steep. The city is saved by the marginalized who carry the weight of the gutter until it turns to light.